Good morning, children. My name is Eva. I'm from Denmark, and I'm about to tell you a very inspirational fairy tale which my mother used to tell me when I was younger. So once upon a time, up in the northern Europe, there was a small, beautiful country called Denmark. Inside Denmark, there was a city, Aarhus. Every single year, there was a humongous number of new students coming to study there. A lot of them, they were choosing Business Academy Aarhus. And this is where the fairy tale begins of 6 young, beautiful people. So they were studying multimedia design and communications. After a couple of months of lectures, the teachers decided it's right about time to give those lazy kids an assignment. So they gave them a task to create a whole new event about the pride of Aarhus, Outdoor Museum de Gamle By. So the team, Elisa, Stepan, Michael, Todor, Julia, and Yeva were their names, they started to twist their heads thinking, how can they survive the task and don't get expelled from the academy? After several hours of brainstorm, they finally came up with the idea to make a tribute for this hospitable country's heritage. They chose everybody's beloved Danish author Hans Christian Andersen and decided to bring his stories back to life. The most surprising thing is that the characters of the stories, they became the team members. For instance, the girl with the matches, she was all about the event and the event description.
Wait. So, the team thought that the perfect scene place could be the old town itself. A little town in which people are dressed like they are from the 18th century will be transformed a theater scene for Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales. Both their fairy tales will come to life in Den Gamle By, bringing together joy and emotions, culture and traditions for the entire family. They chose all the stories carefully and picked out the best ones for this event. The stories that are played are the best of the best. The steadfast tin soldier, the snow queen, the emperor's new clothes, the little match girl, the princess and pig, the tinderbox. These stories that team chose for paving this event are going to be performed all over in Den Gamle.
The next one, there was the very communicative character, the Tinderbox soldier. He was all about the communication, as you can see.
The team sought out to target specific groups: children, teen, adults, elderly. They all had their attention, but it was Danish families who would be their main attention. For this, they created 3 personas: Anne, the teacher, Mads, the architect, and Inge, the grandma. These all had families and seemed like a charitable bunch, but how to get the attention of the group would ponder. Well, Facebook, Twitter, but why Google Plus, everybody would wonder. For a web page, Stefan used his devious coding, and Tola even made some flyers to go with. These elements would hopefully be enough to draw the families by the mass. Otherwise, you can kiss Tolas naked ass.
The third one was the Ice Maiden, who apparently is a businesswoman.
And in order to create such an event for the Gamle By, the team needed a business analysis. So they made research, they studied pictures to point out artifacts, and they even contacted the Gamle By's director. Because they thought not only to solve an assignment, but to understand the true meaning about the museum principles, core values, mission, and vision. So they made an Edgar Schein culture model, applied to the Gamle By, and a SWOT analysis which helped them to develop a good understanding of the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And what have they learned after this process is that before you start creating a product for any company, You should make an effort and try to see through their eyes and what they want to transmit and what makes them valuable.
And the other very important character was the Tin Soldier and his incredible knowledge about this black magic called interaction.
So the website that they created was basically divided into 3 parts. The first part, a header, consisting of the title, Hans Christian Andersen, and a navigation bar with 3 buttons for home, schedule, and subscribe. In the second part, they made 6 subpages for their stories, giving a brief summary for each of them. They also made the back button in order to make it even more easier to navigate through it, and they used anchor links on the button so you could navigate really great, and once you click on it, it will appear in the middle, so you don't have to scroll it down from the top. The last part that was created was a footer with the About Us button containing 6 people's pictures and information about them, and icons for Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, so they could promote the event as much as they could on the internet. Even though the webpage had a simple look, it did well in interacting and promoting the event.
And of course, every team needs a feminine touch, you know, the one who knows fashion, who has this sense of design.
Hello, I am the Naked Emperor. As luck would have it, the team had a very good designer on their hands with a good sense of fashion, and he helped them to create a page that was both balanced with white spaces surrounding the Hans Christian Andersen logo. The font they wanted to use was not very popular with commoners, so they had to make all the buttons in Photoshop in order to preserve the style of the website. But their true innovation was when they decided to make an overall black and white style to the site, and when you hover over the icons and the pictures with your mouse, they flow with color. So weeks went by very fast, and before you know it, the team was presenting their project in front of a big audience.
And children, do you know how it went for them? Actually, they managed not to get expelled from the academy, teachers gave them the maximum score, and everybody lived happily ever after.
Thank you.